Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for my Simple Sunday. My name is Anissa and I'm with Stampin' with Anissa. Um, I know typically I show my face and I start it off, but since I've been having some issues with recording, I have to do it this way until I can figure out how to take care of this. But this works. Better for me right now until I can figure things out. Anyways, why don't we get to it? I'm going to pull something from the mini catalog. And if you don't have this catalog right now, please reach out. And if you don't have a demonstrator either, you can come to me and I can go ahead and send you one of these mini catalogs. In the meantime, you can access it. Um, you can access it as a PDF, and I can send that to you also if you're interested. So just send me a message and I'd be happy to do that. So the stamp set that we are going to go is going to be very simple, nothing complicated. You can make complicated things, but this is just to show you what it's like to create something very simple. And this is the stamp set I'm going to be showing you. Those are images from the stamp set. And here are some of the cards in the catalog. Aren't they pretty? Well, this is the stamp set. It's a bundle. It does come with die cuts, but I'm not going to use it because this is a stamp. It's just a simple card using and paper, ink, and oh my gosh, paper, ink, and stamp set. Yeah, sorry. So I'm going to show you the card. Here you go. Now, this is an example of it, and it's a little complicated, but it's still simple. I use an embossing folder for this here. I did use some embellishments, but really this is compared to some other cards that are there, that this is fairly simple. I did add some splattering of ink, but you don't have to do that either. So let me go ahead and let's begin. Okay, let us put this off to the side, and we are going to take Mossy Meadow, and this is based on the card. This is 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score it at 5.5. Okay. Great. And now we are going to take our bone folder and we are going to give it a nice edge, like so. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be very, very simple. This is something like if you're a beginner, don't feel intimidated. Now, like I had mentioned before, the other card that I showed you, this is simple also, but so don't be intimidated. This is really, really simple. This is, I use an embossing folder for this piece of paper here, and it's the textured, oh shoot, what was it called? Textured something. Let me go. It's in the it is in the annual catalog, and I don't have it labeled here, but I know it's here. But anyways, I'll just keep on going. It's it's like textured something. Oh, I know. Where's my little well, that's too bad. I can't find it. I'll have to let you know later. So anyways, this is watercolor paper that comes from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And what I'm going to do now, this is the Stamparatus that is no longer being sold. There are other items like this out in the crafting world. This just happened to be the one that I have. I took, this is watercolor paper, and this, I cut it at 3 by 4. Stick it right here. And this is the stamps that we're going to use, the pear right here. The pear image or stamp. I'm going to put it right here on the left-hand corner and put these magnets. And you need to be careful with these magnets because if they connect, it can hurt or shatter. At least that's what I've been told. Anyways, let's go ahead and in the stamp apparatus, this allows you to stamp, okay, and then stamp in one place. So I use pecan pie for this, okay, and I'm going to go and stamp. Now you could just use a block, but for some reason I wanted to use this. So you go ahead and stamp that down. Hopefully I did it right. Yep, looks good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and clean off my stamp because we're going to take this off. Now, like I said, if you have a block, you could just use that too. That's okay. And we're going to pull this out now. Now, I also use my water painters. The water painters come in 3, a set of 3, right? And you get a set of 3, and they look like this. Here are the water painters right here. You get a really thick one. I can't get the blue off, so it still has blue on there. And if you're not familiar with water painters, you fill up this tube here with water, and I don't know if you could see it, but it has water in it, and it allows you, if you put ink on this brush, it allows you to paint. And so this is the medium point. I don't know if you could see that, right? And then this is the fine point. So these are the 3 points that you get. See? And yeah, it's fun. So in this case, I decided I love watercolors. I really do. You know, the one thing I don't like is that the watercolor, if you don't use watercolor painter, watercolor paper, what happens is it starts to pill, and then also the paper starts to, I don't know, act funny, and I hate it. It just doesn't look good. So it's nice if you could use watercolor paper. I'm opening up an ink pad of Granny Apple Green. I love this color. I will go ahead now. If you squeeze here a couple of times, you know, if you squeeze a couple of times, oh no, we're going slow now. Not sure what's going on, but okay. So if you squeeze here a couple of times, it's going to push out some water. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze and take some ink. Okay, and put it here in the middle. When you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, the water comes out and gives you this really nice. So I love this Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to go ahead and watercolor this pear green. Now, fall, I think fall will be coming, I think next 5 days or something, or 4 days. So I thought it would be appropriate to create a fall card, or a fall looking, fall themed kind of card. And I really like Granny Apple Green. There you go. I don't know if you can see that, but what's really nice about Stampin' Up! Stamps is that they also have, when the stamps that they have these lines to create shadowing. And so what makes it easy is if you're new to this stamping or coloring or shadowing, I find it easier if you go ahead. So right now, like I said, this is the first round of watercolors, okay? Now, if you take just darker color and give it a little swirl with a little bit of water. Now you go back again and see where the lines are. I don't know if you could see it for the shadowing, but see, there's lines on there. Well, those lines are perfect to help you put on the darker color. So you just add some extra paint, darker extra paint, to help with the shadowing, right? So easy. Like I said, I'm not an artist by any means, although this allows me to have a creative outlet. That's the main reason why I started Stampin' Up. So once after you get that, it starts to blend together. You could go through it again. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We could go ahead and add more water and maybe do another coat like this, right? Maybe do another coat here, like so. Voila, there you go. Now, I really like that. Now I use pecan pie with granny apple green to create the leaves. Now the leaves I kind of figured would be the same color green, but I need to add some brown to it because it's fall, right? And things are not as green as they were. So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to go through the veins and make it darker there. And the veins on this leaf and then that leaf. And I'm just following the lines. Now I'm going to go through, get more ink, and I'm going to color it in. It's a little darker. I'm going to make it a little darker. Like I said, these are ripe pears. Okay. Making the pears just the leaves on the pear just a little bit browner. Okay. And like so. Now, because it's still the same, looks a little like the same color, I'm going to darken, adding just more like the brown part of it in here so that it does look a little different. When I color or paint, a lot of times it's just my quiet time, right? You go ahead and turn on some Netflix and just enjoy listening while you're creating. Okay, there you go. So that's that. Okay. And then I am going to take early espresso. I have it here on a block. I'm going to go ahead and stamp Hello Friend. Okay. I'm going to put it right here on the edge. Voila. Okay. So we could take this one right here is pecan pie. I'm going to start closing up. I'll close up. No, not this one. Yeah. So we're going to close up Granny Apple Green. And we will close up pecan pie. Okay. And keep early espresso. I'm going to go ahead. I am not going to emboss this, just to show you that this is a simple card, and you don't have to if you don't want to. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and put this down directly onto the base. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take what we just did, and we are going to, let's see here. Oh, yeah. We're going to add some splatters. And how we do that, there's a couple of different ways to do it. You could get your early espresso blender pen and flick it on, right, to here. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take some brown, make it sort of juicy by adding water to it. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and just flick it. So like this. Flick, flick, flick. And I'm not going to do that much. Oops, I need some more. Not too much. Some more. There. Really cool. Now I'm going to take my wipey and clean this up. Okay. Oops. Not so clean. I'm going to clean this up a little later. Try to get that tip to be white again. So I'm not cross-contaminating paint, right? Okay, so I've got that. And then what I did was I went ahead and put dimensionals on the back side. So I'm going to wait for this to dry a little bit while I grab some dimensionals here. And I just took the little bit bigger ones. And I will go ahead and put that down. There we go. Take off the backing. Flip that over and put it like so. And there you have it. This is a more simple version of this. And this is just simple too. It's not even that complicated. All I did extra was the embossing and added embellishments. But really, this is the card. Very simple. I think people will still enjoy it. But anyways, there you have it. Using the Fruitful Blessings, Blessings stamp set. Thank you for taking the time to be with me and creating this quick little project. Very simple card. Using the Fruitful Blessings stamp set. If you are interested in getting the catalog, mini catalog, either catalog, please reach out and let me know. And I will go ahead and reach out to you, okay? And send it to you. So anyways, you take care and have a great evening and have a great week, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.